The Basketball Diaries, 1995, directed by Scott Calvert, is a gritty, raw portrayal of addiction and the harsh realities of youth gone off course. Based on Jim Carroll's memoir, the film focuses on the life of Jim, played by Leonardo Dicaprio, a promising high school basketball star from New York City whose life takes a tragic turn when he becomes addicted to heroin. Through his journey, the film highlights themes of self-destruction, the search for identity, and the battle to escape addiction. Plot overview. Jim Carroll is a bright, athletic teenager with big dreams. He's a high school basketball star, a writer, and a young man with endless possibilities ahead of him. However, his life begins to unravel when he and his friends, including his best buddy, Mickey, played by Mark Wahlberg, get involved with drugs. They start with marijuana but soon escalate to harder substances like heroin. As Jim becomes more deeply entrenched in addiction, he faces the consequences of his choices, losing his passion for basketball, his friendships, and ultimately, his self-respect. While Jim's friends get caught up in the same destructive cycle, they remain by his side in a sense, forming a tragic bond through their shared addiction. The movie doesn't rely on hallucinations or dramatic distortions of reality, instead focusing on the sober truth of their experiences. Jim's descent into addiction is marked by moments of clarity and self-awareness, but it becomes more and more difficult to break free as he spirals deeper into the drug world. Ultimately, the film portrays Jim's painful struggle to reclaim his life, offering a glimpse of hope as he tries to escape his addiction. Characters. Leonardo DiCaprio's portrayal of Jim Carroll is one of the standout performances of his early career. DiCaprio captures Jim's vulnerability and inner turmoil with stunning authenticity. From the carefree, hopeful teenager at the beginning to the desperate, addicted young man at the film's low points, DiCaprio's performance is a powerful emotional anchor that makes the story resonate on a deeper level. Mark Wahlberg plays Mickey, Jim's friend who also gets caught up in the same drug spiral. Wahlberg's performance provides a certain intensity to the film, as Mickey, while still a loyal friend, reflects Jim's own self-destructive tendencies. The supporting cast includes Lorraine Bracco as Jim's mother, a woman struggling with the painful reality of her son's addiction, and an emotional performance that deepens the film's themes of family and loss. Themes. At its core, The Basketball Diaries is about the loss of potential and the painful journey of self-destruction that addiction can cause. The film delves deep into the internal conflict that comes with addiction, portraying the push and pull between the person you were and the person addiction is forcing you to become. It also touches on the impact addiction has on relationships, showing how Jim's bond with his friends is both his greatest support and his downfall. The theme of identity is crucial in the film as Jim grapples with who he is when his dreams of playing basketball and becoming a writer begin to slip away. Jim's descent into heroin addiction serves as a metaphor for losing oneself, a struggle that many young people face when confronted with difficult circumstances and temptations. The movie's focus on youth, addiction, and the desperate need for escape makes it an incredibly poignant exploration of the darker side of growing up. Leonardo DiCaprio's The Basketball Diaries was an important milestone in Leonardo DiCaprio's career. Released in 1995, the film helped solidify him as a serious actor, capable of handling intense, complex roles. At the time, DiCaprio had appeared in This Boy's Life, 1993, but it was The Basketball Diaries that truly showcased his talent and emotional range. His portrayal of Jim Carroll was a far cry from the romantic leads he would later take on in films like Titanic, 1997, and it marked his commitment to diverse, challenging roles. After The Basketball Diaries, DiCaprio went on to star in films like Romeo and Juliet, 1996, and Titanic, eventually solidifying himself as one of the most respected actors of his generation. However, his work in The Basketball Diaries remains one of his most compelling early performances, proving that he was more than just a pretty face and capable of handling deeply emotional material. If you liked The Basketball Diaries, there are a few other films from the 1990s that tackle similar themes of addiction, self-destruction, and searching for identity. Trainspotting, 1996, by Danny Boyle is a notable one, dealing with heroin addiction in Edinburgh, Scotland. While it's more stylized and darkly comedic than the Basketball Diaries, it shares a similar exploration of addiction and the impact it has on youth. Trainspotting also features a central character, Mark Renton, Ewan McGregor, who struggles to break free from the cycle of drug use, much like Jim. Another film that deals with similar themes is Gus Van Sant's My Own Private Idaho, 1991, starring River Phoenix and Keanu Reeves. While this film focuses more on the themes of sexuality and personal identity, it's also an exploration of alienation and the struggle to find a place in the world. Much like the Basketball Diaries, My Own Private Idaho features young people at a crossroads, struggling with their own demons while searching for a way out of a dark place. Requiem for a Dream, 2000, and Kids, 1995, also share similar tones in terms of their raw portrayals of addiction, youth, and the search for meaning in chaotic environments. These films, along with the Basketball Diaries, form a unique subgenre of gritty, heart-wrenching dramas that explore the challenges of growing up in a world filled with temptations, pain, and lost potential. Legacy. Though not a massive box office hit, The Basketball Diaries has become a cult classic over the years. Its portrayal of addiction is one of the most realistic and unflinching in film, and its emotional depth makes it a film worth revisiting. Its impact can be seen in the way it influenced other films about addiction and youth rebellion, helping to set the stage for future works that would delve into similar topics.